Hello listeners, welcome to my channel. I'm Judy from Hong Kong. I feel so glad you are here with me. In 2014, I wrote a book named A Silent Strong Man to cherish the memories of my father, who passed away the previous year from a fatal illness. Today, I want to share with you the time when my father stayed at the hospital to confront his illness in this podcast. I will read every line of the whole real story to you with every podcast for several minutes. I hope you will find love, meaning, and message inside it. A Silent Strong Man. Chapter 1. Continued. Although father had to stop trying to take food today, he did not appear bad. He talked with us like the past 10 odd days he did. As to us, we did not talk about eating, lest he should have a feeling that we urged him to eat. When we tried to find some other subjects to talk about with him, father opened up the subject of eating to us with no worries. You could eat now, why not get some food to eat? Father said what Dr. Chu said to him this morning. He then said to us that he replied to the doctor not today with a strong that he just did not want to eat for now, but later. The story goes that after the operation, father could not stop asking Dr. Chu when he could eat every time he attended to him. And every time, his reply to father was, it will be soon and he should be patient. When he was so eager to take some food, father found Dr. Chu's reply to him lacked compassion. It turned out a bit ironic that when Dr. Chu found he could start eating yesterday, he was failing to do so. Therefore, he tried to play a trick on Dr. Chu when he found the doctor intentionally asking him about eating this morning. Father deliberately made some humor on the reply to him. Today, the 3rd of July, father finally could try a small bowl of rice with fish. When I arrived, he was taking it. I thought I was lucky enough to have seen that. He ate and ate, describing how tasty the fish was. And I looked and looked at him, feeling so happy, finding out he eventually could eat. It was his lunch, the first lunch he had after staying at the hospital. He had rice and fish after starving for half a month. Although he could eat, he still needed the nutrition to help maintain a stable and normal life. The man's father still had quite a long way to go. With everything the father was now giving us, we had great confidence in his recovery. Owing to the blood vessel, the medical nutrition tube embedded for quite a long time in his hand appeared overburdened, turning into a kind of black color. Today, father needed to do a transplant to remove the tube and embed it into another blood vessel in another hand. The process was smooth, and father seemed to feel nothing. Did it not cause pain? We doubted that. Father used to hide the pain in front of us to avoid us growing sad. After either lying in bed or sitting on a chair for more than half a month, father had a great eagerness to walk. With the approval of the nurses, father asked Sam and mother to help him with it. The result was that the two framed him on both sides as he walked, holding his hands and arms tightly along with the medical nutrition tube rack. The scene of the free walking was exceptionally warm and sentimental. Father smiled, looking like an infant learning to walk with curiosity, with his eyes checking if anything could impress him on the way. Sam and mother paid full attention and strained to offer aid, making no mistakes on each step they all took. Although father walked so slowly that it took almost a minute to finish just a step, it was already more than amazing. As fragile as he was, he insisted on walking more steps with no regard for what we asked him to take 5. We could feel that father was happy to find him able to walk. It has adequately afforded us a lesson, teaching us that life is eventually beautiful if only you know how to experience it with appreciation. Every experience, good or bad, easy or difficult, is worth us not only undergoing but also appreciating. Shortly after taking less than 10 steps, Father could not but stop. As we could see, he was more than tired. He signaled to Sam it was enough. Sam not only got him but also realized that he could not walk back to his bed. He then asked the nurses to provide Father with a wheelchair. In a minute, Father was in a wheelchair aided by a nurse and was back in his room. Sam helped the nurse in making Father comfortable on the bed. Mother and we looked at them all the time, preparing ourselves at any moment to provide help. We all smiled, seeing the walk as the vital first successful step of recovery. Step by step, there would eventually be a step closest to the full recovery one day. Thanks for listening. I will go on reading a story to you in my next podcast. If you want to hear out the story with me, please subscribe to my channel and you will not miss any bit of it. See you in my next podcast and have a nice day.